We all like JoJo here, right? Well, for anime-onlys and manga readers who just likes to see it adapted, it's been sort of annoying to wait for the anime to come out. So, I took it upon myself to copy my favorite YouTuber and remake some stuff. What sort of stuff, you may be asking? Well, to redraw some manga panels, of course. Well, you should have known that since it was in the title and thumbnail.
You donut!
Also, you may be wondering about spoilers. Well, I'll be trying my best to make sure I don't spoil the story for anyone who hasn't read Part 7. So, I'll just be picking some of my favorite shots that barely have anything major in it. So without further ado, let's just begin. First up on my plate, I have Gyro's first ever appearance. This was the proof of concept piece to see how I could adapt this lovely first panel of Gyro, and to see if this was a doable video idea. This was pretty difficult. I had a few problems and road bumps with the colors since I chose to nab most of the colors from part 6 instead of using probably better colors from previous parts or fan art. But it didn't turn out too horrible, so yeah, I just ended up using them. Also, right about now, you're probably wondering, why the hell are Gyro's lips so big? But don't worry, dear viewer, I fix it towards the end, and in about 1, 2, 3, voila. So, this is my least favorite conversion and first of the video, but trust me, stick around because they do get better as I go on. Now, time for our next segment. This video is sponsored by Oh, never mind. What I mean is, let's see here on my trusty script. Oh, some people are probably commenting, dude, you're tracing the base drawing! Yes, but actually no. I've been taking a look at the Rohan character sheets to get as humanly possible to believable animation-friendly designs for Part 8. What I mean by that is, for many other series and all of JoJo's adaptations, the character designers, the people who simplify the character designs, do so the animation can look as good and consistent as it does. Along with that, the animation supervisors often correct artwork by tracing over the original illustrations made by animators, keeping what fits with the character sheet and changing what doesn't. Now, time for the next conversion since I've explained myself.
Master! Oh god, patient!
Okay, so for the last clip I was a little bit too energetic, so I humbly apologize. Now, let's actually get to the conversion. So, for this one, I simplified the base drawing like I did last time, and it looks a lot better than it did last time because last time it was a little bit too spiky. But when it came to the coloring, this one also came out a lot better than the last one. For the last one, I used the Stone Ocean color palette, and like I mentioned earlier, again, it didn't look too pleasing to me. So, I found a fan art that had a much more fitting color palette to finish this off. But, I also altered the colors of Johnny's clothes to fit more with the colored manga and what I personally think looks better. And then I added some much needed ambient lighting and some motion blur to bring the piece all together. This one was personally, to me, a lot better than the last one, but if you want to see my very best, you guys have to wait for the next two and final two. Damn, I really fumbled my lines there. But anyways, let's go to the next one. This time around, I decided to draw a furry eating rocks, or a scaly or something. This one gave me the most trouble. First of all, it was in the early part 7/late part 6 style that made me alter the way his face was shaped and alter the shading. Now, for the second road bump, I had trouble with the color palette. I made Diego's shirt too blue, but I did end up fixing it. Lastly, I had a lot of trouble with that pillar/rock texture. But in the end, I was so pleased with this that I decided to redraw it as a doga, as you could see me do earlier inside of the recording, and made the doga my thumbnail with a few more editing tweaks. So, yup, this one actually pleasantly surprised me. At first, I didn't think this one was going to do that well, but this ended up being my second favorite of the video. Now, on to the last segment. It's time for our last redraw conversion, transformation of the day. This specific panel comes from when Araki forgot that a race was going on and threw Jesus in to give some villain motivation.
Probably help.
Jesus?
Yeah.
At this point in the drawing, I have been using everything I learned from the previous 3 drawings to make what I think is something actually really fantastic. Like I said again, making the shading more blocky, adding less detail, and making it fit in line with the Rohan character sheets from the OVA. I hope each illustration that I did looks quality enough to pass as a David Productions screenshot. Anyways, I'll see all of you beautiful Chads and Chadettes next week, where I'll be doing something probably JoJo related. Also, listen to the outro. Bye.
Yo, 148, 3 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, representing the ABQ. What up, biatch? Leave it at the tone.
Oh, shit, it's locked.
What are we gonna do now?
I could probably help.
Jesus?
Yeah. Hey! How's it going?